Hey, 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 Just Me. Listen, girl, I know you was like, I'm gonna kill her. My mod extraordinaire, Just Me. She's waving like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Listen, I didn't expect to go live because I thought I was gonna do a pre-recorded video. Y'all already know I got family stuff going on this afternoon. And I was like, but you know what? I've been getting the itch because I've been on some great lives, commenting everything on other people's lives, getting my sisterhood on. And I was like, you know what? I got the itch. I can't. I got to go live. So that's why I'm here. Yes, I still have my sports and everything that I have to go through and go to. But you know what? I wanted to just jump on because I know I will miss you guys. But anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. I do not expect a whole lot of people only because this is not my normal time. So let me change that because my expectations should always be high. I may not expect my normal crowd, but anyway, I see you guys peeking in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Join, join, join. I'm gonna wait for a few of you to join in before we go into our topic. Y'all already read from the title, okay? And y'all already know the angle that I'm coming from, but something happened over the past couple of days on these YouTube streets, and I want to talk about it because yeah, it's important. It's something that I see all the time. And, you know, I got to give my 2 cents about it. So anyway, let's give our shout outs, our hellos while people are coming in before we get our business going. WT Funk says, I'm here for the show, ready to learn. Hey, 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 thank you. Just Me, mod extraordinaire. Pam, hello. Shamika Morris, good evening, everyone. Hey, good evening. And Bless Reborn, my girl. Hello, hello. Hey, hey, hey. So y'all, as y'all know, it's afternoon here on the West Coast. I'm in Arizona, and most of you are rounding out your evening into the late evening. And so, like I said, you read from the title. I wanted to come on. I thought I was going to do a pre-recorded video. I may still do it because there will be a part 2 sort of to this channel where I will be reacting to someone else because I told him I'd react to it. So definitely I'd be doing it. Well, I got a piece of straggly. But anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Thursday afternoon. It's so good to see new faces, familiar faces. And yeah, let's see what Just Me says. I miss y'all. Tell Mr. B I said, hey, and love y'all. Love you too. You listen, you're about, it's about that time for a trip. But we're doing good. We're doing good. We have some sports stuff. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We got the sports stuff going. For those of you that are invested in our personal pool build situation that's happening, y'all, the deck is in. Okay, so I told y'all the last time the frame is in. They got the concrete, so it looks like a pool back there. Okay, they got the tile on the edges, but now they're doing the actual deck, you know, where you lay out if that's what you do or whatever. That's what they're working on now. So we have tons of dirt and concrete in the yard and setting up. Like, y'all, here's the thing. You never know what something entails until you actually have gone through it. So you hear people, oh, we built the pool. Well, number one, you don't know how freaking expensive it is. But then second of all, you don't realize that they're going to tear up your entire backyard, infiltrate your front yard. And it's just a whole to do. So yeah, and that's just a metaphor for life. Like, you really often shouldn't speak on things until you've actually been on it. Now, isn't that sort of a double standard for somebody who does what I do and like what I do? But anyway, y'all, so that's that. You know, the same old, same old. Y'all know, you know, living my little suburban life with my husband and kids, just doing what we do. So what happened? So what happened to cause this live? Nothing really, other than the fact that I was trying to decide that I want to do this video with just me talking at you guys, or if I wanted your input. And I know for a fact I love your input, and so that's what we're going to do. But before we get started, y'all already know what time it is. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. So if you haven't already, or you're catching the replay, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, the subscribe button. Hey, those of you that are on Twitch, hello. I'm going to get some Sims content going for you guys over on Twitch. As much as I play, you know, I need to start streaming it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, hey, Royalty Queen. Just Me, only thing is, let me know before you leave so I can give wrenches to people, because we have been getting spammed, which means growth, which means, you know, little old Melissa is doing a little something, but just let me know, Just Me, before you leave. And I can I don't remember who was the moderators last time, but y'all already know they're coming probably. But anyway, if you're catching me on the replay, leave a comment. If you know anything about me, I definitely answer my comments as best as I can. And I love the interaction. So let's get this video started. So what's the title? Does being a YouTube mom or content creator breed thank you. I'll read that comment in a second. Let me get this topic right. Does it breed toxic parenting? So, hey, Gertrude. Hey, good to see you. I saw you on someone's live. I can't remember, but good to see you. And then JP, the aspiring matriarch, says, good day, Melissa. Hope your spirit is well. It is. Saw you on Mrs. B Finesse. Yes, she is my new little sister, along with all the other ladies. And hopefully we'll be able to connect and just kind of network together. But anyway, does being a YouTube mom, content creator, does it automatically breed toxic parenting? That is the question. Leave a comment down below at the top of your head. Yes, no, whatever. You know, the truth of the matter is, of course, it doesn't. It doesn't have to. You know, something that I've been saying over and over and over again, like a broken record, is that drama sells. Drama sells, unfortunately, whether we're talking about entertainment, television, whether we're talking about YouTube content creators or whatever, drama is going to catapult you to fast. But how many of us know that fast and swift and being catapulted is not always a good thing? There's even there's a technique to that. So if you haven't, if you're not a nerd like I am, and you didn't watch the SpaceX launch and all of that, when you're being launched into space, that's not something that just happens haphazardly. Like, oh, let's just light it and let's just go and it just happens. No, it takes time. Even for something to catapult as fast as it does into space, that takes time. So when I think about drama channels and selling and toxic YouTubing content and stuff like that, yes, it will give you the numbers really, really fast. Yes, it will give you the monetization probably really, really fast. But then my question is, how solid are these people? And how much of that do you have to then keep up in order to keep up the engagement, right? So that's what we're going to talk about. And I'm going to lay the foundation with this story about Jordan Cheyenne. If you don't know what this is, if you don't know, let me load it up. If you don't know what happened, Jordan Cheyenne is in the hot seat. And eventually she ended up deleting her channel, as she probably should have. So Jordan Cheyenne is a YouTuber, content creator. She's a mom that went viral recently because she was making her son cry for a viral video. So this is what I'm talking about. You know, can you be a YouTuber? Can you be a mom on YouTube? Can you be a parent on YouTube without sacrificing your values and morals and everything like that for fame, for numbers, for clout, for all of this? Can you do it? And my answer is yes. I know people that I follow. I know myself. I'm not with that. If that's what you're looking for, you may as well leave. And leave now, because that's just not who I am. You know, I'm not going to sacrifice. That's why I'm going live now. I'm live now because we have something going on in sports and I won't be able to, I don't want to sacrifice that family time. Y'all already know. I always say on my channel, family first, family first. So if that means that I'm going to come on early so that I can spend time with family, I got off live earlier so that I can go to brunch with my mom. Family is always first. Now, if I was someone that was about sensationalism or clout or drama or whatever, I could have changed. I could have made a whole bunch of situations be something where I could, exploit for YouTube. And I know so many content creators that do exploit their children, you know, when you look at the definition of exploitation. But let's look at, let me look at the comments, then we'll go back to what Miss Jordan did. I saw that. Good, Sunshine Shishi. Yeah, so this is what we're going to talk about, Sunshine, because I think it's not just Jordan. There's so many parents that are exploiting their children for the likes and clicks. And my question is it worth it? If it means that my channel will inch along as it does, every day I at least gain 3 subscribers a day. I'm okay with that. I remember when I had 0 subscribers. So if it means that I'm my authentic self and I'm giving you guys authentic quality content and it only grows me 2 to 3 subscribers a day, I'm okay with that. Because I'm not going to sell my husband. I'm not going to sell myself. I'm not going to sell my children. So anyway, let's see. Will it give you, thank you, aspiring matriarch. Will it give you community? These giant platforms have little regular engagement with subs. Thank you for saying that. I have 104 citizens, but 85% of them listen to my content. I'd rather have that. You know what, JP? I'm the same way. I'll check your channel out. I didn't know you had a channel. I'll check you out. If I didn't, I think I did. I don't know. I've subbed so many new people that are like-minded as me. And I agree with you 100%. They have millions of subs, but then the minute the subs begin to want to engage or want some personalized engagement or content or reactions, they don't give it. And I'm like you. I would rather have the interaction that I have that is authentic. I always tell people when I give my little spiel about subscribing and all of that, I always say, don't just subscribe. Don't just subscribe, because my people know, my family knows I want, and I mean my YouTube family, I want to talk. I want to interact with each other. And to me, that's more formidable. That's way more of substance. So, because then that way you're not caught up how Jordan was. So let's see what happened with Miss Jordan. That's a weird view. Let's do that view. So Jordan, the YouTuber mom, slammed for making her son cry on a viral video. She could be seen telling her 8-year-old son, Chris, I won't say his name, pose for a thumbnail after revealing that his puppy had been suffering from parvovirus. Is that right? Parvovirus. And so it says that the unedited vlog, which was titled, "We Are Heartbroken." Can we just talk about the thumbnails? And that we're heartbroken and this and all this other stuff for the click. One thing, if you're a content creator, we all know that thumbnails are important. I mean, I struggle with them. I think I've just gotten to the point where I just make this generic thumbnail and I move on about my business. But what's even more annoying, if you are a creator of any type of substance, when you pass someone and they're like, "Got sad news at the doctor." And it really is not sad news. It's called clickbait. And I used to do this hashtag, and I need to go back to it, but I used to do this hashtag on my channel. This is a no clickbait zone. I'm not clickbaiting you either. So just as much as we talk about things being toxic, I don't like the clickbait either. I think those of us who are growing easily and steadily and not being catapulted out in space, I think it says more for our content because it's more solid. And I'm not just saying this because I got less than 3,000 subs. So I think I'm a small content creator compared to these people with millions and millions of followers. And I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'm like, you know what, God, these people are presenting crap. Just give me a fraction and I'll continue. But you know what? I'm always reminded that unfortunately, that is what sells. And, we talk about this on our platform. I've talked to this with Beefiness and a few other people where it's like, you know what, I'm going to continue to be that positive light on the internet, period. I'm just not going to sell myself and my family and my children for thumbnails. Like I can do it. Trust me, I can do it. But number one, I know me, I'd get tired of it. Because I'm not a fake person. So I'd get tired of it, calling my kids in the room and then, no. Not gonna happen. So let's see what she did. So in an unedited vlog, it was titled Heartbroken. She was seen telling her son, 8-year-old son, both of whom was sitting in the front seat of their car, to pose for the thumbnail after revealing the puppy was suffering for parvovirus, which was an illness that could be deadly for unvaccinated dogs. At the end of the video, she was seen telling him to come closer, put your head over here, gesturing for him to put his head near her chest while the son is seen crying in the passenger seat. She tells her son, "Act like you're crying." And then he's like, "I am crying," as he continues to sob. All the while, Cheyenne also sheds copious amounts of tears, purportedly intended for the camera. And I'm going to play it, but this, y'all, this is what we've come to. So to go back to my original question, content creators, those of us that are family, that have families, even single content creators without children, you can answer this question. Is it worth it? Can you create content without being toxic, without being triggering any type of clickbait or anything? You know, and Sunshine she says, shaking my head. Absolutely, Sunshine. And I'm going to answer for myself. I absolutely can. And whatever that means, I'm just going to have to believe. And I continue to believe that as I put out good is going to come to me. For an example, I continue to give out good and ignore, anything that needs to be ignored. And I happened upon some great group of people this week like that. And like-minded spirits, like-minded people. I really could, if I had that type of spirit, could come on the scene acting like I'm Miss Big Channel, because I have way more subscribers than they do. Not a lot. I mean, because I'm under 5,000, but they have in the hundreds. I remember being in the hundreds. I remember, waking up and getting one more subscriber. I still get excited by the amount of subscribers. But my point in saying that is, to those of you that are creating content, please, please, please don't fall into this trap, because as you can see, what ended up with Jordan, number one, she got busted, but then number two, there's no sustainability in that, because it's like a snowball effect. They still have to create. There's a lot of people that come to mind. CJ So Cool and his foolishness with his kids. It's not worth it. These content creators end up getting CPS called on them. I may or may not agree with some of that stuff, because I don't play with stuff like that. I don't play with people's children, and I don't play with what I think is happening. I don't play with CPS. So I'm not going to condone that, and I'm not going to say that. But my point is, if you allegedly are giving your kids X-Lex or pretending that they are doing something in a sexual manner and all this other stuff, that CPS call may be warranted. So is it really worth it? I say no. Let's see what JP says. We have to drive the narrative against creators like her. We have to use the salacious as teaching moments. Spoon feed a bit of okay to get them in the door, but a big plate of get your life right talk. Absolutely. And that's what we do over here, JP. And even in the sense of, absolutely, if there's something that's ludicrous that happens, I'm definitely peeking in. Like, this is some hot mess. But if you come to my channel, you already know what you're going to get. We may laugh, we may joke about it, but I'm going to find the life lesson in it. Hey, Vivid, good to see you, girl. I was just, so my point is that to those of you that are creating content, I pray that we don't fall into this, into the trap of trying to create things that we think the people want, instead of being authentic, instead of giving quality content, instead of, let's avoid the clickbait. And I mean, people are getting in some serious real life trouble here on the internet, going too far. Some people have allegedly gotten their kids taken away. Is it possible to create on social media without the sensationalism and the clickbait, and just really, really becoming toxic as a parent and toxic as a woman or whatever? And I think it is. It's just not being caught up in that whirlwind for likes, clicks, and views. May we never do that. May we never do that. So I'm going to continue to talk and share the video, but I am going to do as I normally do. Share the link if you want to come up and discuss and, have your opinion about what we're talking about. But y'all, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to me. It might be worth it to some people, but it's not worth it to me. So let's see. Let's see what she says.
Can't wait for her to bring her home and be part of our family. Put your hand right here. Pray for us. We appreciate it. I love you guys. Come here. Come closer for the video. Come closer. Come closer. Put your hand right here. Come closer. Put your head down here. Act like
Look at this.
Go like this. No, Mom, I just usually try. No, I know, but go like this for the video. Go like this. Put one hand up. Go like this. No, go like this. Put your hand like this. But let them see your mouth. Let them see your mouth.
Sick.
She's crying. Look at me. 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 I know. Look at me. Look at me. Look at the camera. Look at the camera.
My God, today.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Friends, let me click through. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. So yeah, if you're watching, you're doing the replay, you're watching the replay, or you're here now and you're trying to figure out, okay, is this my place? Is this my people? Yeah, it is, because you're here and you stuck around. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the like button on the video. Share, share, share. So y'all, I mean, that was outright coaching. Okay, that wasn't just let's get ready for the thumbnail. No, that was like. And this kid is having a moment. This kid is having an emotional moment. And she's worried about the click, likes, and views. I got a perfect example of that, of something that I could have definitely used, but that's just not who I am. Emotional manipulation, absolutely blessed. I'm gonna need to give you your wrench, because I take it in after each live. So I need to make sure that you have it before Friday, because I know the trolls are coming on Friday. Aside from community, how does a content creator make sure they aren't getting off the message for clicks and clout? Very good question. Very good question. Aside from community, how does a content creator make sure they aren't getting off message for clicks and clout? I'll tell you how. I tell my channel all the time. I tell my friends, my sisters, I'm either their big sister, little sister, I'm the auntie. Doesn't bother me at all. But one thing that I say, and I know for sure, my family watches me. My husband is one of my moderators. My cousin is a moderator. My cousin-in-law, who is like my cousin, is a moderator. If I come on here and begin to behave a certain way, they will bust me out. Just Me will text me faster, like, girl, what are you doing? My husband will be on here like, no. So I think my point is, I think a lot of these people get away with these things because the people around them aren't holding them accountable. And we have to also hold ourselves accountable. I just refuse. I've seen some of my favorites go down because I remember when they were little old, and I hate to say little old because we all are giants in our own right. So I don't want to say little old. I remember when a certain content creator didn't have as much as that they had. They were genuine, but the more they climbed up, and then some of them started that way and they ended that way. Like, so to answer your question, number one, being true to ourselves, but then number two, who do you have around you in your circle, in your lives to hold you accountable? Because I'm not going to lie, the clicks and the likes, like I'm not making a hell of a lot of money off YouTube, but I can't imagine having millions of subscribers and trying to sit and think of the content that's going to keep that monetization up like that, or to keep the clout up, the fame and all this other stuff. They'd rather be famous for foolishness. And that's just not who I am. No, not at all. Truth bless. Modern woman behavior is emotional manipulation, control. Absolutely. And that's what we talk about on this channel. You know, what is it in the messaging? What are we learning in the messaging that is causing us to want to be these YouTube, not us, not me, and not those of us that I surround myself with, but, you know, someone like a Jordan Cheyenne. You have to be, I mean, all of her mom, maternal, parenting sense and sensibility went out the window at that moment, instead of being there for her son. So perfect example. Someone that, my son came home Tuesday, I want to say, Tuesday night, and I was coming in from where, I don't know where we were at. But anyway, my husband and I were in the driveway, and he was coming home with his sister, and he gets out the car and he's like, oh my goodness, so-and-so's mom passed away. Well, she's a football mom and football team. And so he knows this person, and I was like, how do you know? Like, it was a shock because we didn't know that this person was sick or whatever. Long story short, I could have told my son, well, wait a minute, let's retell me that and be crying. And then I'm going to start crying, which I cried anyway, but I could have came on live crying about that. And the truth of the matter is, instead of being for social media for that, for likes, clicks, and views, that would have got me a lot of likes. Oh my God, Melissa's crying on live. And then I would have did like some sort of clickbait title, so emotional, got emotional news, and then maybe show my wedding ring, and then that would have let y'all assume that I was having marital problem. Then y'all click on, and my someone that we knew in football passed away. This is what they do. So I'm exploiting this woman. I would have been exploiting my son. I would have been exploiting this her son's pain, her family's pain, and everything else, for just because I was associated with them via the program for likes, clicks, and views. And, you know, I just can't do that. That, you know, it's just not right. It's just not right. So anyway, if you want to join in and leave a comment, join the live. I left the link below. But to answer my own question very briefly, Jordan didn't have to go out like this because, yes, eventually she got in so much heat and everything. She ended up deleting her channel with over 500,000 subscribers. The question is it worth it? Is it worth it? It's not. It's not worth it. If you're thinking about becoming a content creator, if you are thinking about starting YouTube, I don't care if it's YouTube, Facebook, I don't care what it is. My number one advice is to not get wrapped up into that, because if you go in some of these channels, people get tired of clickbait after a while. They're like, oh my goodness, you know, we're tired of this. They get annoyed. You can see it in the comment section. Be true to who you are. I have a couple of videos about what I learned since becoming a content creator, going on YouTube. Of course, I don't have the numbers through the roof or whatever, but I'm not where I was 2 years ago. I'm not where I was a year ago. So I must be doing something right. But one of the things that I continue to say is I will remain grounded. And to answer your question, JP, also, I put that as a part of my daily affirmation, daily prayers. Lord, keep me grounded. Lord, keep me to remembering when I just had one person on my live. Keep me humble, keep me. But then the flip side of that is help me not fall into the trap of numbers. I'm a big person. I'm a lion in a room full of one person or with 1,000 people. You can trust me, Lord. So that's another way where it's accountability, but also I keep it at the forefront of my mind as I grow. Because like I said, I'm okay with growing at what someone may consider a snail's pace. I don't want to be catapulted. I had a video that did that, and thank you, but no thank you. So we said that. LOL, I meant to crying every other stream, but I get it in my feelings and stories. That's different. That's different because it's applicable to what you're talking about. But it's a clickbait if I'm literally capitalizing on this woman's death. And then I, tell my son, well, I mean, because honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. He said he came, me and my husband was sitting there. He was like, oh, so-and-so's mom passed away. And I'm like, what? Was she sick? It was a shock because very popular parent, because it basically is the star football player's mother. And so I could have capitalized on all of that. I could have tried to tell him, but here's the thing. I got high schoolers. Ain't no turning your head and all that. He would look at me like I was crazy. But if kids are groomed, like I said, I call him my internet nephew, CJ So Cool. I think he's making the grave mistake for this because now the kids are getting older. And if you watch him, he is not, he's not as influential on the older kids. They look at the camera and he's like, and they're like, I'm not doing that again. So yeah, I don't know. Working, but do it thing. Hey, trash can, I don't know what you're trying to say there. Working, but do it. You must mean do your thing. I told you already I was going to take your phone, nephew. Fantastic affirmation. Yeah, I believe in praying. I believe in speaking things into existence through prayer, through affirmation. And I just believe that as long as I keep the right people around me to keep me grounded, and like I said, I tell them, hold me accountable. Hold me accountable. Family comes first. The minute that I say, hold on, let me do this video real quick before I go do something for my family, that's the beginning of a problem. Glad to see you, handsome. Somebody's flirting. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Lakeisha. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, everybody. Hey, April girl. We having a midday. What time is it? About 2 hours earlier than I normally am because I have some sports stuff to go to. But I just had this. I've been meaning to react to this. And so part 2. Okay, Melissa, what's part 2? Before I get into what's part 2, if you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. So if you're catching the replay, you're on the live now, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe on YouTube, Twitch. Hey, Facebook, how you doing? Yeah, right now, do it. So Melissa, what's part 2? What part 2 of this? Well, there were 2 videos. This story came on the heels of me wanting to react to much larger YouTuber who gave me the permission to react to his video. And I'll set it up in the next video. But basically what his video was saying was how not all YouTubers, he's like, YouTubers can be fake, this, that, and the other. So it goes along with what we're talking about. So I was going to react to his channel, but then this Jordan story came out. I'm sorry, I was going to react to his video, but then this Jordan story came out. And I said, well, let me set it up with the Jordan video. If not tonight, I'll definitely do it I don't know. I'm not going to promise you, but probably tonight or later, sometime tomorrow during the day, I will do a reaction video to Troy's TV. So again, if you don't know who Troy's TV is, he's a very young, but very wise content creator. Now, if your ears are sensitive to cursing and all of that, I'll try to bleep it out. But again, eat the meat, spit out the bones. This kid has been on YouTube way before I've been on YouTube, and he disappeared for a minute, then he came back, and he came back with a vengeance. He's a larger YouTuber, but he goes against the grain. He tells the truth of what he's seen and everything. And so he did a video, and you know what? Let me give you the exact title so that way y'all know. But it's definitely going along with what we are discussing here. And the reason why I wanted to react to it was it came up when I was watching him, and I was like, oh crap, no, I don't want to watch it. I want to react to it on my channel. And the reason why I wanted to react to it on my channel is, here it is, why YouTubers are so fake and greedy. Full explanation. Oh, I can't wait. And he has another one. De'Ara and Ken are a joke. How couple channels ruined YouTube. And so if you don't know who De'Ara and Ken is, I talk about them intermittently, but just to set up a story. But my point is, I'm really interested to see his perspective as an older, he's young. He's very young. Choice has to be about 20, 21, but he's good at what he does. But he has such an old perspective. He's not your typical young YouTuber falling into these traps that we're talking about today. So here we go. This type of content gets lots of views and subscriptions. This is no different from movies and television. We're in a pandemic and folks are hard up for money. For some, this is easy money. Good point, Blessed. Good point. But good point. But I always believe in all money is not good money. So yeah. Bless says, cute hair, Melissa. Thank you, girl. You know, this is my go-to. Autocorrect. It was supposed to be so your thing, but oh, see, there you go. Autocorrect got you again. The way you said it sounded better. Yep. Thank you. Hey, JP. Sorry, I was driving. So my Vivid Live. Shout out to you guys. I really want you guys to come on my channel. Especially you trash can. I'm gonna get you. Everybody's like, oh, he don't go live. Oh, you're gonna go live. You're gonna go live here, and we just gonna clown and crack up, but then give people some wisdom in life in the process. But before because I don't see any comments, nobody wants to log on or whatever. But like I said, this is just part one, y'all. We just have to make sure, in closing, before I go into my shout out to my new family, because these y'all new cousins. Okay, those of you that have already been here, don't act funny. These y'all new cousins. But those of you that are consuming here, okay, so here's the thing. Those of us that are consuming this, it's clickbait, it's toxic, it's exploitation. What is it that you are doing to make sure channels like myself, like My Vivid Life, Trash Can, those of us that are getting out solid content that's not clickbait or anything, what are you doing to ensure that you're supporting channels like us while these people are making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for foolishness? Leave a comment below. Tell me what you're doing, because I'm gonna hold you accountable. Yay, new cousins. Yay. I don't have my sound effects yet, but yeah, yay. So tell me, you guys that are consumers, those of you that watch, because I'm guilty too, y'all. Like, it was something going on last night and I was sitting there, but then it got to be too much. And I logged off because I was like, I'm not getting into that because it's irking my spirit. It's trash. It's junk and I don't need it. So there is a market. I do. And we've been having conversations like this on B Finesse's platform and the Blind Guys platform. Like, we've been talking about this, just kind of holding each other accountable to trash and what we're consuming, rather. And we understand that it's out there. There is a market for it. But until we turn it off, until we hold these people accountable and go, no, that's not true. This is clickbait. Nothing happened at the doctor's appointment to make you, quote, super emotional, that you had to put super emotional on your thumbnail. Stop it. It's not until we as consumers do that, they're going to continue to grow. Is it human nature? Is it a part of human nature that we will never change and we will continue to have to grow at the pace that we are growing at? I don't know. Time will tell. Because one thing I do know is those of us who have a positive leadership value to our content, I'm seeing more of you. And I'm connecting. I mean, I listen, I subscribe as fast as I can because I don't see us out there. It's the T channels. And I was making sure that I didn't go down the road of T channel because I could have. But that's just not what I wanted. I just know I will talk about womanhood, life, marriage, love, Christianity, spiritualism, and everything. But I just don't want to be a T channel. Again, there's a market for that. Now I may start my commentary out based on T, but that's just the setup. I'm gonna take you higher with my commentary. So anyway, Vivid says, there's an audience for all interests. I prefer not to be a part of the drama. I hope I don't succumb to it in these YouTube streets over time. Well, my Vivid, I have to tell you my story offline, how I got sucked into it accidentally. And how I handled it and how it went away as a result of how I handled it. And just knowing you and knowing from just scamming your videos or whatever, you will likely handle it the way I will. And, but we could talk offline about it because I'm not giving away my strategies, but it'll come. I mean, even also, like, when I first got my first set of trolls, and now the trolls get to a certain point and they come on here with the most derogatory stuff, and not necessarily about me, just, look at me here and lick me there and then suck me there. And there's a way that you can respond to not give it life. So yeah, it's gonna come your way. As you grow, it's gonna come your way, but if it's all in how you respond. It's not them, it's coming. It's all in how you respond. And whether you caused it, that's a good question or whatever. But anyway, that's a whole nother video. So anyway, if you haven't already, let me see, Sunday we talked about I had a panelist of married couples, how we got married, dating in the 20th century, modern women, all of that. And then we went on Monday, I want to say, and we talked about this question that Kevin Samuels posed. So make sure you watch that video. He asked a great question. Do single women want to be feared, or do they want to be loved? I thought that was just perfect, spot on for women nowadays. And just to give you a little bit in between all of this content, the husbands are coming. So we had the wives on Sunday. The husbands are now coming to give their perspective. But I'm also putting together a panel of millennials who are dating. My daughter's very newly married, so I want to add her on there. And we're just going to get this conversation going, but with authentic stories, authentic people, and not just the old married lady giving her opinion about, you young kids, y'all don't know what to do. No, let's get some people on here like the Trash Can Waves, my son, different people giving their view, because I don't know how it is to date in this world of social media. I don't know how it is to be solely dependent on this phone to get a date, swiping right and apps and stuff. They tell me no one's meeting how we met. That's not happening, because most people don't even go to church anymore. Most people don't go to the library. Most people aren't, so anyway, this is what's coming up on the channel. Just a whole bunch of stuff relating to marriage, dating, singlehood, and everything else in between my reaction videos. So with that being said, let's see. Yes, I'd love to talk to you about that indeed. Yeah, we'll connect for sure. So y'all check out My Vivid Life. She's I'd say the single counterpart of myself, a woman over 40, just getting started on YouTube, single. Check out her YouTube. She has some really good stuff. And then I guess I can shout out he's old enough to be my son, but nephew, Trash Can Waves, very good content. So yeah. And then Lakeisha said, me either. Lakeisha, that's the terrible part of StreamYard. I'll be talking, and then you guys are commenting on something that I talked about like 3 minutes later. And then when I end this live, I'll go downstairs and my husband's still watching it. Like how? StreamYard, crazy. So I look forward to, so anyway, let me close out the point. Creators, don't get caught up. I don't think it's worth it. If you think it's worth it, go right ahead. I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think there's longevity in it. I don't think there's substance in it. And eventually your viewers will get tired of it. And also beyond getting tired of it, people will begin, like, some terrible things have happened to content creators up until the point where, you get content creators that end up in divorce. You get content creators, children get taken away, children creating channels and going off on like, it's a lot. So just be true to who you are and create from that space, a positive space, and not worrying about the clicks, likes, and views. Here's what I know. If you feed them, they will come. If you give them quality content, that's who's going to be attracted to you. Quality content people, period. So that's what I'm committed to. Same thing for the consumers. Hold these people accountable. Someone knew that Jordan was doing this. Maybe, maybe not. But now that they knew about it, it's like, okay, stop. The clickbait. I spoke about the clickbait. I see so many channels with the clickbait. And it's like, my goodness, this is not what they're saying this channel was about. So the consumers have, a call to action, so to speak. And then those of us that are creators, we have a call to action. Like, there's something that we need to do to rectify the situation, whether we feel like it's so overwhelming that it won't ever change. I think that there's maybe we will never eradicate it, but perhaps with forceful advocacy, it won't be as popular. It won't be as accepted. We hold these people accountable. Because the problem is not that these people are saying that it's entertainment. They're selling it as the truth. That's the problem. So that's that. So look forward to my Choice TV video where I am reacting to his video, which is titled "Why YouTubers Are Fake and Greedy, Full Explanation." And I think that goes hand in hand in what we're talking about. Let me see what time it is. Nah, I don't want to do it today. I don't have time to do it at this exact moment, but that's going to be part 2 to this video. Again, why Troy's TV? Because I know he's going to tell it like it is. And I just want to give a live reaction instead of just watching it and then coming back and saying, So anyway, I'll have look out for that. I'm beyond tired of it. I hope we all move forward as Black people thinking for, he means as Black people thinking for themselves. Absolutely. It's exploitative. And what we didn't even touch is, it's exploitative of stereotypes too. It's exploitative of what people think. So like when you think about Jordan and what she did on this channel and, the tears and all of that, that's stereotypical behavior that's expected for a woman that's white with her son and all of that. She capitalized on that. Poor me, that's all it is. Like I said, I've mentioned CJ So Cool. I can't tell you how many videos I'm sitting there and I'm like, nephew, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. The latest one is really, really bad. And it's just not worth it for likes, clicks, and views. For an example, we still got time. I'm well under an hour. And I usually go 3, 4. But anyway, not happening today. But anyway, the latest video, if you don't know who CJ So Cool is, I don't know how you don't know, but it's possible. He is about 24. No, he's younger than 30. And I don't even think he's 30. But however young, he's way younger than me. And super flashy. Think rapper, think money. He's got millions of subscribers. And it shows with the cars and the McLaren and the this and the teeth and the this and the that. And the kids only can wear this. Long story short, his, and he says baby mama, but I do not use that term. The mother of his twins had children that she brought into the relationship. The little girl, allegedly, they made a whole video about this, allegedly was on social media, on her cell phone, chatting with an older man. Instead of, again, is this toxic or is this entertainment? Why is this toxic exploitation becoming entertainment? So instead of dealing with her privately, and I could even see doing a video later, hey y'all, be careful. I know someone that was in a situation on this, her daughter was this age and she was on this platform and she did this, and she ended up talking to this older guy. Instead of doing something like that, we don't know that it really was Jalea. We don't know. No, everyone's protected, in other words, but I'm still going to make a coin. Instead of doing it that way, he did this whole, the thumbnail is the girl looking crazy, the mom and CJ So Cool and we caught Jalea talking to an older guy. Yeah. And it's like, why? For clicks, likes, and views, your parenting is going out the door. And then someone could say, well, it's none of your business, because that's the first thing they like to say. It's none of your business. Well, you put it on the internet. It becomes everyone's business. This girl has to go to school. You don't think that her peers know who CJ So Cool is and doesn't follow what you guys are doing? So they humiliated her. They humiliated her because she was talking to some dude and this and that and the other. They made a whole big video about it. This is what I'm talking about. Thank you, Burnett. Yes, girl. Good to see you. I have been on your channel, but the last video you did, I don't follow those people, so I couldn't even comment. But yes, I have been. I am there in the bushes. Do not think that I'm not. So Burnett says, yes, you are so correct. And the mother was all for it. Wasn't she? But she's always for it. She's always for it. And I want to scream sometime and shake her and go, girl, no amount of likes, clicks, and views should be sacrificed your children. Now, here's the thing. I'm not getting into her and CJ's situation in their relationship because we will be here all day and night. I'm not even going to cover that. But that's its own set of exploitation and manipulation and foolishness and mayhem. I let them do what they do. But when it comes down to the children, you would think that they have learned up until this point. Why? I don't think you have to do this. I know you don't, because here's the thing. Can I just be transparent? I'm going to be transparent for a moment. I follow let me just say it. It's our community. Now, I'm not going to say it's solely our community, because there's this other lady that said, I ain't going to do that, because there's this other lady that's in a hot seat about her daughter, and allegedly she dresses her up. I forgot, Pink went after her. Y'all leave a comment down below who this is, because I didn't even know who this lady was until Pink said, why is this mother taking these suggestive photos of her daughter, whatever, popular YouTuber, that kind of, it's a mess. So to my point, I'm not going to say it's just us. I ain't going to do that. I'm not going to do that, because the girl that I just named, she was a Caucasian. But I'm afraid, for lack of a better term, I'm not really afraid, but I'm afraid that the message is, in order to grow on YouTube, you got to be about the foolishness and mayhem. And I'm telling you, if you're thinking about starting the channel, if you already have a channel, I'm telling you, don't fall into that trap, because what they're not telling you is that you're literally selling your soul. It's the same thing as Hollywood. And I know I'm like a preacher with 5 closings, but it's the same thing with Hollywood. Think about the people that are so amazing. They're amazing entertainers, but have not gone as far as we know that they could blow somebody out the wind with their singing and their sense of musicianship and dancing and everything. But because they're not hypersexualized, Hollywood has not given them any play at all. And then you hear somebody and they go, oh my goodness, Jasmine Sullivan, she can sing. Well, yeah, where you been? Oh, that's right. You were looking at Miss Sex Symbol over there. It's the same thing. And I tend to think, and I'm going to hold on to the fact that I know that there's more people on this platform that wants positivity, that wants, yeah, of course, there's a sense where we looking like this. I mean, who's not going to stop for a train wreck? Some of us stop and pull the car over and be like this. Some of us stop and look as we're going to our destination. That's more like me. And then some of us stop round the block and keep going until we get the full ins and out. It depends for me. It really just depends. But my point is, content creators, from what I see, my positive channels, I have some, and I don't mean lily white as in Caucasian, but I have some white, milky, Pollyanna people that I follow that are amazing, that are going places. Going amazing places, have gone amazing places. So we just have to make sure that we find our people, because they all are with each other and they're yelling at each other. They're fussing at each other. They're liking each other one week, don't like each other the next week, telling each other secrets. I cheated with your man and you done. We all moving here and we all moving. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for it. And I'm talking older folks. Somebody you would think, oh, she must be talking about teenagers. Nope. These are the old people representing like that. Let's continue to create, let me say, fair-skinned brethren, our fair-skinned brethren. Amen. Amen. No, let's continue, y'all, to create in our space, whatever that means, whatever your lane is. And just really, really believe that your lane will be widened when it's supposed to, how it's supposed to for you. Now, I'm not going to get into it, and because y'all know I can go into so many analogies or whatever, but the truth of the matter is, if I can't go in Vivid's lane, because that's her lane, we could be friends, we could become partners, we can become just amazing comrades in this YouTube space. But the truth of the matter is, my prayer is that she takes off and grows authentically for her. And we have to make sure that we are encouraging each other along the way to be who we really are, but not lose our souls in the process. That's point blank, period. The end. So let me hit y'all with this commercial. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. So y'all, I just jumped on before it's time for me to get ready to this game. I will be back tomorrow evening. I have so many lives to jump on tomorrow, but also I will be live sometime tomorrow. But in the meantime, y'all, take this as a lesson. This Jordan Cheyenne story where, you know, if you're catching the replay, you're going to have to go back to figure, if you're just jumping in, you're going to have to go back to figure out what we're talking about. just make sure that you guys are consuming putting in what you want to put out. Because the truth of the matter is, even for myself, I have to make sure that the junk that I consume is very much well balanced. And there's some seasons I don't need to watch any of it. I don't need to look at any of it. I need to be focused on my channel, doing what I need to do. So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in with me. And I'll see you guys soon. Be kind to each other. Be kind to one another. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.